Turns out I'm a complete moron. It's sitting there right on my bedside table. So there's the manual, which is, yeah, it tells you how to make all the elements of the armour. Some bits require steel. It's a bit skimpy, but as I said, I will be using the updated version, and it's basically what I like about it is it builds on the previous armor. So basically, you don't have to make a new set. You just, yeah, you can see here, it upgrades. So I'll be going for the fully upgraded version. Very, very nicely done. This is all mod created. This is actually some person's put time and effort into it. DM Mitsusuke, I think. Apologies if I pronounced that wrong at all. But so I've got enough stuff. I'll leave it there. I think you need to have it with you. I think you need to have it with you to make it something. But I'll take it. Right. So that's where we came in. And you can see, that's about all the goodies you get. Lockpicks, I now have 66. There's like about 30-something lockpicks there. So this way it leads through to a training room. We can practice your lockpicking.
Yeah, I guess I have a minute. What do you want?
There. So you can practice your lockpicking skills there. And there's spare armour and weaponry around. Well, there's other sort of loot. The cuirass is up there, but we're going to get hold of that anyway. So yeah, just like a training room. And there's a quick way out, which is up that ladder there. Which, yeah, basically come in here, and there's a loading screen, and it puts you out in the cemetery, or the graveyard area. So you can always come in that way. Doesn't help so much with the raiding quest because you have to go next door,
Yes?
but it's useful.
On you, lass.
So you're the new recruit, huh? Well, looks like you and I are gonna have to get very well acquainted. I'm the fence down here. You come by anything you don't exactly own, and I'll pay you some coin for it. Minus a little slice for the guild, of course. I can also provide a few supplies useful to our trade now and again, for a small fee. Sure, how about I get Dirge to knock you over your head and dump you into the cistern? Look, I've been in this business a long time, and I've seen all types. You can play it tough, or you can play it smart. Whatever. At the end of the day, you'll find that all we care about down here is how much gold you can make us. Good. Then there isn't much more to say. Here's your armor. Just make sure you put it to good use. Usual guild rate. Let's take a look at them.
So today it has about 1,000 gold. That will go up, I think, as you get more fences. Every time you do 5 radiant quests in each city, you get a fence and a mission and gold, and that person who you do the mission for will end up being a fence. So I'm just going to sell some shit I've got, which is, might keep that one, might keep that one, not too bothered about that one. Magica will need that eventually, I'm not too bothered about that. Those are useful, that's never useful. I never really bother with anything that boosts health. And that's stolen, I can get rid of that. Anytime stolen goods shows up, it's when you're selling it to one of these people. Here's another trick as well. To level up speech, you just sell one item at a time. Each item counts as a transaction, and each has an incremental boost on your speech skill. I just sold a whole batch of those without realising it, but it's not the end of the world. In this game, you will basically amass huge amounts of gold. So, yeah, if you're skilled, you have no trouble making gold.
Now, if you'll excuse...
That's
Welcome to the...
Well,
I've got coin and I've got merchandise.
Well,
Let's
crap,
see what we
let's
can
get
do.
rid of. That as well. Right,
All right, then.
so,
Before we begin, I want to make two things perfectly clear. One, I'm the best infiltrator this rat hole of a guild's got. So if you think you're here to replace me, you're dead
If you're looking
wrong.
for extra work, talk
And
to Vex or
two,
Delvin.
you
They'll
follow
fix
my
you up.
lead and do exactly as I say. No questions, no excuses.
Stick to the rules and you'll end up rich. Break them, and you're out on your arse. Simple, right?
okay. So Vex will, and Delvin will give you jobs.
Before we begin, I want to make
Yeah,
one,
you would find us.
and two, then we understand. Now, it's time to get your feet wet. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. We're in a bad way down here. Who knows? Old Delvin thinks it's some kind of curse. I think he's crazy. If you want my opinion, I'd say it's just plain old bad luck. You can get out there and start making a name for us again. Make them start fearing us like they did long ago. And while you're at it, make a little bit of coin on the side. Not a bad deal, eh? Yeah, I did. That wood elf's wit. He's a lot smarter than I expected. Can you believe that fetcher had more than tripled the guard? There must have been 8 of them in there. It was like he was daring us to come and get him. Well, there's an old sewer tunnel that dumps into the lake on the northwest side of the island. That's how I slipped in there. Should still be unguarded.
Okay. So, extra work.
I handle the burglary, shill. If you don't like that kind of work, talk to Delvin. He runs the more up-close and personal jobs.
So there's 4 jobs. Shoot the burglary, which is basically go in, steal stuff. Sweep jobs is a collection of items from one place, one city. Shill is give stolen goods to someone so that they get arrested, and heist is basically a burglary job from a shop.
These jobs aren't gonna finish themselves, you know.
She'll whine at you for not taking the job on. Right.
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble.
This is, in my opinion, one of the best and most simplest mods I've ever seen. It's one of the mods I've kept going for
I don't
ages.
care if you're best buddies with the Guildmaster. I'll still smash in your skull if you try anything.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, fine. So, on this one, there's radiant quests. Each of the quests that
The
Delvin
last
and...
person that made trouble for Vekel ended up floating in the canal. Catch my drift?
Yeah, I do. Now, fuck off. Right. So, I'll stay away from him so he doesn't keep babbling on. So, each of their quests will direct you to a particular city. This one, you can select which hold they send you to. The other way of doing that is basically quick save and quick load every time they give you a quest, so you get to go to the right one, because ultimately, at the end of the day, you only want to do 5 in each of the major cities. The rift is pointless because there's no quest to do in Riften. You're about to do it now. So I'm just going to pick one at random. I'm going to pick the one I hate the most first, which is the Reach, because it means going to Markov.
Need a few spare septum? Got plenty. Take your pick.
So I'm going to do a shield
When a
job.
client needs us to eliminate another, we don't operate like the Dark Brotherhood. We find alternate means to get them out of the way. We send you to plant some phony evidence in the Mark's house and then tip off the town guard. The rest takes care of itself. Sound like you can handle it? Here you go. Hope you don't muck it up.
So that's one. And then Delvin, what's going to be that one?
Read your fate. Let me guess. He just plucked you off the street and dropped you into the thick of things without telling you which way is up. Am I right? See, That kind of attitude comes from someone who wants to get rich and stay alive long enough to enjoy it. We're gonna get along nicely. So, if you've got the nerve, I've got plenty of extra jobs to help get the guild back on its feet. Look around you. The flagon, the guild, it's all falling apart. A few decades ago, this place was as busy as the Imperial City. Now, you'll be lucky if you don't trip over a skeever instead. Look, I know the others think I'm a bit daft for saying stuff like this, but I'm gonna give it to you straight. Something out there is piss-drunk mad at us. I don't know who or what it is, but it's beyond just you and me. We've been cursed. I'll tell you what we do. We spit in that curse's face and turn things around down here. Put things back the way they were. That's where you come in. I've got plenty of work available that could guide us down the road to recovery. All you need to do is ask, and we can both come out of this smelling like a rose. I handle the fishing, numbers, and bedlam jobs. The ones with a more personal touch. If breaking's are more your thing, go talk to Vex.
So numbers is basically, there's only 3 jobs for him. Numbers is basically you go into a establishment and then fudge the books to make it look like they're losing money or whatever. Fishing is pickpocketing, and bedlam basically means steal X amount from a city. Don't care who, don't care what you do, just do it.
There are all sorts of people wandering around carrying their valuables on their person, just waiting for someone like you to pick their pocket. So, you in for a little fishing? Here's everything you need. You get caught, and we've never heard of you.
So, you're Brynjolf's new protege, eh?
Yep.
Don't look like much to me.
All eyes are on you, lass. Don't disappoint us.
That's all there is to it. Each one of these is where there's going to be a shop every time you do a city and get it on board. You do the main quest for that particular city. You get a merchant come onto the event. There's 4 in total, 4 cities. Simples. She almost looks convincing there, doesn't she? So, I'm going to switch out armours, put on the temperature armour, and then we're going to start the Thieves Guild quest line with Golden Glow Estate. When we come back, we'll be ready to roll. So now back in Riften.
Joining up myself.
Whenever you join the Thieves Guild, you get this random event where a thief appears, and it's completely free. You can kill him. You notice I'm wearing the new armour. I'll show you that in a minute. So I've either killed him or he's run into a house. Probably the latter.
Riften's under my protection. You watch yourself now.
Thieves often carry a whole load of loot, which is quite useful.
I find your hand in my pocket. I'm going to cut it off.
Ew, I'm scared. So, Thieves seem
You
to
look
vanish.
like you could use a drink. What do you say to some cheap meat?
So this is Temptra Thief armor. Fully upgraded. Now there's a high-heeled version of this. I can't find it though in the smithing tree. I've tried looking, but maybe I'm doing something wrong. Anyone who has experience with this armor can tell me if I'm doing something wrong. But you need the manual and you can make it like that. So it's pretty good armor. Doesn't look too skimpy. It does if you zoom in. It doesn't quite cover her breasts, but it's close enough. And it's really cool, I think. You can take the hood off. I'll show you what the hood looks like. Right at the hood. There's also a collar. So I'll take the hood off and put the collar on. collar does nothing for your armor protection, so it's kind of taking the place of my necklace I've got, which is mind wielding, which is quite useful. And the hood does boost your armor, so I'll cut that on. It looks somewhat stylish. It's kind of like a half cloak, which is cool. So that's it. Also, I went to needed steel ingots to make it, as well as leather. I had quite a lot of leather. I'm now down to a smaller amount of leather than I had. Don't worry, I haven't got a leather fetish. Well, besides the fact that I've got a leather fetish, I did have a lot of leather because I had killed a lot of animals. I wander around. The book I got was muffled, which is a good way to level illusion magic, which is basically. I'm going to put that as 4. Remove clairvoyance and go 4.
How can a humble servant of Talos help you today?
So you just basically just cast that a lot. Of course, obviously I've got nothing to boost illusion, so basically it's going to wear out very quickly. I think it's an apprentice level spell. Is it an apprentice level spell? Yeah, it's an apprentice level spell, so it costs all my magic to cast it, but you just wait for an hour. Very useful.
Fancy yourself the adventuring type, eh? It's just as well. I doubt your combat prowess would prove valuable.
So we're going to do Golden Glow State and then call that the end of the set. It's quite an invincible set, quite a long set, I think. We'll do those objectives and mark off later on, and the second mission later on. So Golden Glow State's over here. I'm doing this solo because without a follower, because it's actually so much more easier to do this without a follower, because followers will always set off traps or get detected, which you don't want. One of the quests showing up is for locate the Asian Black Phoenix Assassin's armor. It's quite a nice armor. So it is Arise Chapter 1, I believe the mod's called. Take that off now because I don't want it interfering with my main quest markers. So you swim around, try not to be detected. Not too difficult. That's where you get into the building. But there are lots of guards around, so you want to stay undetected. It's a sewer entrance. Now I toggle walk, which in sneak mode toggles really kind of creepy sneak mode. So that's a sewer entrance, but we want to do the beehives first. If you do one of the quests for Nernroot for I forget her name now, one of the Blackbriars, it's an alchemist, and she wants you to collect 20 Nernroot and 20 Death Bell and Nightshade. It's a good place to find some. Come up here, use the usual Skyrim broken jumping mechanic to hop your way up. There we are. Third person is actually very useful for spotting enemies and stuff like that. going to quick save here because I think if I cast Muffle, it might alert me to a... Nope, didn't give the game away. Good. So, I want to creep mode. You actually have to cast a spell, you just walk by it, spell out, which is really, really cool. Handy. I'll take sneak mode off. Want to be quick now.
So now,
Oh shit.
I fought worse than you!
Right. Let's do that again. Take two. Right, well, we'll use the take two. Pretend that worked perfectly. It has been a little while since I've done this, so probably why I fluffed the first time round. And I absolutely love the sneaking animations. It's called pretty combat animations, I think. Trick shot. Now I'm not doing alchemy, so I'm not bothering with any collecting on the ingredients. My head that looks. Oh crap, I'm picking. There's a couple of extra skeeters in here. Pretty sure there are anyway. Web going through lockpicks like a fashion. Basically, steal everything, absolutely everything. Well, anything that's got value to it. One of the components of the Tempter armor got is pouches. Increases carry weight by 100%, 100 points. Very useful. So not only the armor looks sexy, but it's functional as hell. Now, if you got your skills up high enough, love cheese. Cheese. Wine and cheese. Heaven. Bit of coney. Lunch for tomorrow. I came in. I think that might come in. No, I come in this way. I come in there. Call me the cheese thief. That dropped a pickle can be very useful. Oop. Don't want that. Not that skin. Right. I want to go a little bit away. I'm going to recast the spell, so here should be safe enough. Quick save always. Yeah, he's intercepted. So what I'm going to do, my kind of bravery test, see how good I am at pickpocketing.
What was that?
Ooh,
Over here!
that's bad timing. Yeah, he literally looked straight at me, so that's never clever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop in here. That way leads upstairs. That's where we're supposed to go.
Is someone there?
Did you hear something?
You know I heard something. Now you're... Shut! What was that?
Okay, let's get what I was trying to do. Just because time, effort, and everything else. I was going to check out that cupboard and also try and pickpocket the guards, but I was making a pig's ear of it. That's actually quite an interesting book series, and I quite kind of like that one. Don't want the cabbage. Never mind. One of the stealth. I've got a mod called Stealth Tools, which enables you to gives you a prompt to kill people and stuff like that. It's really cool. I'll show you that probably in the next set. Actually, I didn't mean to do that. But you've now seen. Yeah. If I'm correct, you might be able to still do this. No, you can't. You can actually hide in the corner and still pick a pocket.
Can't a man have a bit of privacy? Get out of here!
Right.
This is the last time I'll... say it. Out! Guards! Trespasser! Never should have come here. That's all you got? Guards! Trespasser! Worthless I didn't think Maven or Mercer would allow me to get away with this, but I had little choice. I can't. If I do, I may as well cut my own throat. I don't believe you. That's not your way. Give it your best shot. You're dead! Never should have come here. Never should. You're. Guards! Trespasser! Hands up.
It's kind of a messy way, but it worked. I know it is about being detected, but I'm having a really bad time at the moment. You can actually persuade him. I don't know what the persuasion check is, but you can actually persuade him to give him the key and stuff like that. Or you can just kill him. But no, I prefer the Fifi way. He used to be actually in a position where he's hiding behind the bookcase. You can actually pickpocket him through the bookcase, which I tried to do earlier, but that didn't work. There's some hides here if you like your leather, like me. Now to get past this guy, if I do this properly, hug the wall, get as close as you dare, pick a shit arrow, like an iron arrow, like I've got millions of, aim it above his head and that beam over there, shoot. Hope he didn't turn around and stare at you.
There?
I'm gonna go to investigate. Sneakily go past him and down. Trap
I guess I
bow.
was just hearing things.
Yeah. That's it. Can I make our exit? This drops you down here. That's where we came up. Whoops. This is the way out. Don't think there's any more skeevers, but just in case I'm wrong. You're dead. Okay, fine. Looks like it might be alive, that's all. So, kind of a little bit of a dodgy start, but got the job done. I wasn't detected, per se. We did call for guards, but the guards didn't show and I snuck out, so that counts as a win. Followed us tooth there. of success. So that's the Temptress armor in brighter light. And also here we'll level up. So, but let's point the Magicka. I want to go as far as expert. I want to go across. Ooh, control. As far as quite casting. So I'm going to kind of go up either side. So I'm going to need at least another 3 perks one side and another 2 perks the other side. So 5 perks more into illusion. But I think I'm just going to go steel and then arcane, which enables you to upgrade magic weapons and armor. It's going to be necessary later on, but I'm well on my way to that one. It's fine. Archery, ultimately all I need is power shot, which staggers enemies, but I probably get the whole lot as and when perks allow. Light armor, I will probably grab 5 out of 5. May go as far as the whole way, but 5 out of 5 is the key thing here. Custom fit, if I keep the hood on, yeah. Maxing set might get that as well. It depends. Not exactly a requirement. Sneak, you can see I'm pretty far ahead. You only need 1 in sneak. You don't really need much more. So I only need like about 3 more perks in sneak. And I'd probably only like to grab a couple more perks in pickpocket. And the rest will be dumped into speech. Okay, so on the note, it's time to end the set. Thank you very much for watching and good night.